Friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. We are discussing understanding the research methodology. So we would be continuing with that. A few more moments. This class also will be continuing with the understanding of the word research and methodology. Once we are very clear with the basics of the subject, then we could easily proceed ahead. Because everywhere I'll be speaking a lot of words like review of literature, plagiarism, and t-test, z-test, and data analysis, and so on and so forth. But we need to understand basically what do we mean by research methodology and what this subject does. So two important facts what we are trying to understand. One is what is research. Like I told you, research is all about searching again, to research something. It's important that we search something again. We are again trying to find something more. We want to elaborate upon that topic. We might be knowing about the subject, but we are trying to elaborate upon that particular subject, so that it may be either solution to a problem, or it may move us ahead, it may take us ahead in the realms of pure sciences. These are two facts that we need to understand. So the first one is search for fact. When we talk about research, what we are talking about is that we are searching for facts that give us more information about something. For example, we are saying that every year after year, the arrival of monsoon has a certain pattern. That once when it rains, once the monsoon arrives deep down south in Kerala, after so many days it hits Mumbai, and then after that number of days it comes to Indore, it hits Indore. We are following a rain pattern of pre-monsoon rain. Now we have a whole lot of information, but what I am noticing is I see a certain phenomena happening over the years. In my lifetime, I have been observing something. Now I would like to find the facts about it. I would like to go ahead to search more and more facts about it. Now this part comes under research. The first point says research is basically searching for facts. What we are trying to do is that we are trying to search, we are trying to explore, we are trying to get facts, that we need more information, we need to research, we need to go in more depth, we need to dig deeper inside, so that we may come out with more information which may be helpful to a certain phenomena or to a certain principles. Now these things are very important. The second one is research helps us in answering questions. When we go ahead with research, when we go ahead with finding something new, it is more often that not like finding some answers. Why does this happen? Why does that happen? Why is the rainfall so scanty year after year? Why is raining so heavily after so many years? Did so and so formula, did lockdown has an impact on the environment? Did it affect the monsoon? Did it affect the arrival of monsoon? So on and so forth. So research first is searching for facts, and the second one is it is answer to certain questions. We need to answer the question that why is it happening? Why is it so? We should have some answer. We should search for some answers through our research. The next is we have a problem. We are facing some problem, and research is the solution. What I mean to say over here is that research may prove to be a solution for some problem. When we are talking about research, we are talking about looking for some solution. I in the previous lecture has explained that there are basically two type of research. We could subdivide research in two types. Simply putting, one is solution to a problem, that we are looking for some solution for a problem. We are facing a problem, now we need to go in for a research so that we could solve the problem. And the second one is, the second important point is that we are doing the research for the sake of research. That would be a pure science. We don't have any problem. It may help us later to resolve certain things or to help us find certain things, make our life easy. But at this point of time, we do not have any problem. We are just trying to go in for pure sciences. But one type of research area is solution to a problem. So research helps us to solve certain problems, to go ahead to find certain things, to find the solution to certain things. That part the research always helps us into. Okay. Last but not the least is that is purposive and organized inquiry. When we go in for a research, we go in for an organized inquiry which has some purpose. We go in, like I told, we dig deeper, we explore certain things, and the reason for that is that we are opting to dig deeper so that we may find something new. Now this is important because this is the one of the major factor of research is that research should be purposive. It should have some or the other purpose, and it should be organized. It is an inquiry. It is a finding. It is going deep. It is going deep, digging deeper. But that needs to be a certain inquiry. When we talk about research methodology, certain words come to our mind. Certain words come like who, when, where, how, what, why. These are certain words that are to be answered. For example, when we are going in for a research problem, when we are going in for a research, we need to understand that the research methodology, we are answering first of all who. Like who is involved in the research. We need to find the variables in our research. We need to look for the variables in our research, that what are the variables that are involved in the research that is about to follow. Second important fact is when. If we are studying a certain formula, if we are studying a certain phenomena, if we are studying a certain occurrence of things, if we are studying certain other factors, one important question that needs to be answered is when. When does it happen? What is the time factor involved into this research? This is very important. That we are talking about pre-monsoon rains. So we are talking about certain aspect of monsoon whereby the rains do affect us, or whereby the pre-monsoon does affect us. So when is another point that we need to answer. Where is the next option? Where is the next principle that needs to be answered? Where does this phenomena occurs? What we wish to research. The place, the location in which the phenomena occurs, in which our research would be centered, that is one of the major factors that needs to be answered while formulating the research question or while formulating the hypothesis, which place the research is going to take place. When we are talking about pre-monsoon rain, we need to be very clear. We are talking about, we want to research the effect of pre-monsoon rain in Indore. Now this is the place where we wish to find the effect of certain phenomena, effect of certain things. When we are doing a research, when we are undergoing a research on COVID-19 patients, we need to specify which place the research would the entire world be the research area, or India, Asia would be the research area, India would be the research area, or finally no, Indore would be the research segment, the research area where this research would take place. So where is another option which needs to be defined when we are going in for a research. How the research is going to take place, how we would be going ahead with the research. Now how you would go ahead, this need to be defined, this needs to be very clear to us also, that how the research is going to take place, how we would go ahead with the research, how this is going to happen, how that is going to happen, how things are going to unfold itself. We need to define this how factor accordingly and then only move ahead with the research. When we talk about research methodologies defines, it clarifies us who is involved in the research, when the research is going to take place, where the research is going to take place, how you would go ahead with finding out something, how you would go ahead with the research process. This need to be defined, and what are you trying to research. This needs to be very clear, that what are you trying to research, what are you trying to find, which methodology are you going to use for the research, so that what is defined very clearly, like what is being researched. And finally, why it is going to be researched. Is it a problem? Is it a solution? Is it a phenomena? Is it a pure science? What, why, when, how, where? These are some of the factors that need to be defined if we talk about research and research methodologies. Research is something searching for fact. It is answering the questions. It is a solution to problem. It is a purposive and organized inquiry into something. And when we talk about the research methodology, they need to answer certain questions, which are who, when, where, how, what and why. These are all W's. In fact, there are 5 W's and 1 H. These are all questions which needs to be answered by our research methodologies. Which methods are we going to use to find? Research methodologies come at a later stage, I tell you. Prior to research methodology, the research process comes. That's very important, and then which is followed by the research methodology. Until and unless a person understands what the process is, he cannot go ahead with the research methodologies. So friends, this is general introduction. This is the last chapter of the introduction, research and research methodologies. We will be moving ahead in the next class, understanding more about research methodologies, understanding more about the details of the formulas used, understanding more about the review of literature, understanding more about plagiarism, understanding more about analysis, data analysis, and in subsequent lecture, first of all, we'll try to understand the process, and then we'll go ahead with each and every individual aspect of the process of research. Thank you.